Welcome back to Trove One, everybody. We're down here at the animals because we got some more gardening to do. It's going to be work around the property, work in the garden, work with the animals today. We got some tomato plants we need to plant. I got to run the tiller back through the garden. We got to hill up our potatoes. We had a bunch of rain, kind of washed our dirt around quite a bit in the garden, so I got to fix a couple issues there. You see right through here, there's kind of a trench. They gotta put me a log over there on the other side to help divert the water so it doesn't want to just run through the garden. Brought it around through the hog pen instead. Got to retill portions of the garden, hill up our potatoes, get some tomatoes in the ground, and I don't know what all else. We got a bunch of our tomato cages in the trailer here. We use this is like for doing concrete, that wire, and then we just roll it into circles, and they make really good tomato cages. Last a long time. They're all rusty, but that's fine. We've had these we made these like 10 years ago, so we've been using them for a long time. So we're gonna hop right to work, get some stuff done in the garden and around the property and things like that today. I got my hat because last time when we came down here and worked on the fence, I forgot my hat and I got sunburned. So I'm gonna try to avoid that today. I got my big floppy hat on, so let's get to work. Okay, we got the potatoes hilled up, working on tomato plants. We're doing some on that side and some on this side. We've got a variety of tomatoes. We always plant a variety. We never keep up with which ones we like hardly. These are big boy. We got 6 big boy plants. And then we got some lemon boys over there. Those are yellow ones. We got some cherry tomatoes. We just got a variety of options, and then we'll see. We always are like, we'll see which ones we like, and then we never pay attention to what types they were at the end of the year and which ones we actually liked more, or which ones even produce the best. So we just plant a variety and then we enjoy them all. So we're gonna get tomatoes done. I don't know if we'll try to plant anything else today. We've got some seeds. We might try to get some squash and stuff. We'll see. But right now we're gonna try to get all our tomatoes in the ground, and then we got a few pepper plants.
Can I do it?
No, you're really fragile.
I gotta do it.
Hang on, hang up.
How did they live in the store? Mommy, how did they?
How they live in the store? They get watered and put up. Sometimes they're in greenhouses.
We'll fill it back in. All right, tomatoes are all planted. We might get another plant or two. We got a couple that are kind of wilted because we didn't do a very good job keeping them watered when they were in the pots. And we planted our peppers. We planted a sweet banana, an Anaheim hot pepper, and I don't remember what the other one was. Chili pepper or something. Anyway, we're not big pepper eaters. We grow a few for spicing stuff, but we don't really like bell peppers. We don't really like them. so we don't ever grow them. We got some fence to go clean off and a couple trees to cut down, some cleaning up to do. So we're gonna do that while we're down here, and then we'll work on something else after that. All right, we're over here in the back side of the pasture, and we got all these pine trees, cedar trees, little trees have been growing up on the fence for a while. I want to get all these cleared out before they start damaging the fence. So we'll go through here, cut all these down with a chainsaw. We'll take them down to the burn pile. And then I've also got 2 dead pine trees. There's one over there. There's one over here by the fence. I don't want that to fall on the fence. They've been dead for a while, so I'll try to get those on the ground, get those into our big burn pile. At some point, I got to trim a bunch of tree branches, try to get all the trees trimmed up higher so we can bush hog under them when we need to easily, and some more sunlight can get under the trees and grow more grass.
It's still a movie. That's a big movie. We gotta get this in.
Hi.
See it? It's right there. It's covered in stuff now.
It's a dead tree.
You won't. Mommy would. No, Mommy said I could. We'll say that.
Well, guys, we got one tree taken care of and the back fence pretty much cleaned up. We still got some more stuff to do. I got one more dead pine tree over here, but I think we're gonna go grab some lunch because we're all hungry. We've been working on this for a while, and the sheep are all in the trailer, and we're taking those sheep over to the house to another hot wire area we've got so they can mow some grass for us. So we're gonna go to the house, grab some food, and then either be back down here or work on some more stuff at the house. Hey guys, I'm back from lunch, but I lost all my help. So it's just me and a couple chainsaws and a tractor and a dead tree. My battery died in the Milwaukee, so I had to bring out the steel, and we get that pine tree cut down there. I think that's probably all I'm gonna do. I still got a little bit more fence to clean up, but we got a lot done earlier, so I'm gonna get that tree down, then head back over to the house. And the kids are wanting to do a raised bed So I think I'm gonna go work on that when I get done with this. So see if we can't get this dead pine tree on the ground. There's just something satisfying about hearing that thud when a tree hits the ground. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Get this cut up, broke up, whatever it takes. This one's a little more solid than that other one, but get it over there, drug into the pile, clean up all this here. There'll be another job done. Alright, I think that's all I need to do down here. We moved the sheep over to the house for a little while. Got hay out for the cows. I'm gonna let this pasture grow a little bit, let that pasture grow a little bit, let it get ahead of them all a little bit as it's warming up and the grass is growing. Let the pasture get a little bit of height on it before we put them on it and eat it down. Hogs are good. Tomato plants are in the ground. Pepper plants are in the ground. Got a lot more stuff to plant, but I don't think we're gonna get to it today. So we'll get that in another video. We'll probably plant some green beans and some corn, squash, cucumbers, maybe a couple other things. I don't know, but we definitely got to get the garden's half full right now, so we gotta get the other half filled up. So far it's going pretty good. I feel like we're getting quite a bit in the ground. We won't be able to plant everything we want, but we'll get most of it in. It's been a few days since y'all have seen the chicks. They grow so fast. So compared to the last video, they're a lot bigger than they were. Here's one of them here. They're doing good. We did lose a couple more. The one that we tried to fix its foot, it didn't last very long. They're not really healthy. It's really hard for them to recover from stuff usually, but all the ones we've got now are healthy. I think we've got 15 maybe. So definitely it wasn't as good as the last batch we hatched out, but we do have some. So we'll see if we can keep these alive long enough to lay some eggs for us. But they're liking the little chicken ranch in here. It's working good. Just got to keep the top closed. They're big enough now that they're going to start flying out of here. So, yep, chicks are doing good. We're going to work on another little project now. We're going to take this tree right here and cut it up and make a raised bed. Back in the fall, the kids worked really hard and bagged up a ton of leaves and stuff, and we're trying to compost it. Some of it's turned to compost, some of it not so much, but they want to do a raised bed, so we're going to cut this tree in half, use that for a couple sides, and use a couple treated 2x10s I've got for the other side. We're just going to make a little raised bed, then the kids can plant whatever they want in it. right, so we got our logs laid out here. I tilled the ground up here, and now we're just gonna screw these 2x10s to the end of them, and then the kids can put their compost in there. In the winter, we can throw compost in here, let the chickens scratch around in it and things like that, and it'll just be a little raised bed. If we need to, we can pick the whole thing up and move it and then move the soil or something, but this is a spot to start. I think there was maybe a burn pile or something here before. Some of this soil looks like an old burn pit, so who knows, might grow something pretty good, but I think this is gonna work. Well, we got the raised bed done, so kids are gonna mix in their compost in here and then pick out some stuff to plant. We'll see what we can grow in it, and then we'll just add leaves and compost and chicken manure and stuff to it in the winter, and it'll just be a good raised bed. And then at some point I'm gonna do a lot more raised beds. We'll have the big garden down the road that's a till, and we'll have the hogs in the winter. We'll have several raised beds here around the house. Then I might do like a mulch garden at some point that's a no-till, just mulch type stuff. And that ought to get us a lot of veggies. Well, guess what time of year it is? That's right. It's time of year where you fire up the lawnmower for the first time, if it'll fire up, and find out what all's wrong with it. Mine with the battery is dead. Got it jump started, seems to be running good. So I'm gonna go down to the orchard. The yard's not really needing to be mowed yet. We've got enough animals free ranging in our yard. Plus I got the sheep over here in the section now, so the yard's pretty much fine. But the orchard I do want to try to get down, mow it down a little bit, knock down some tall stuff, and go see how the trees are doing. Well, our orchard is only doing so-so. We've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 of our trees that I think are dead. I thought a couple of these were gonna green on up. One of them did green up, it got leaves on it, and now it's just like I don't know what happened. Everything dried up on it. We did have a really dry spring, early spring, and I didn't do a good job of watering these. Maybe I needed to water them a lot. Some of them are looking fantastic, but we also had part of our trees were this year bare root trees. Part of them were last year bare root trees that have then been put in a pot. So this one, I really thought this one was going to be okay, but it hasn't done anything. It still doesn't feel dry, but I don't know. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. And this one, I think maybe a deer's eaten the leaves off of it some. I think this one's gonna be okay, but it does look like something's been, maybe not. I don't know, it just doesn't have they're not looking the greatest. Probably because I should have watered them. I just wasn't really thinking about needing to water them early in the spring. But yeah, and probably because these were like, most of these trees were $10, which is really cheap for a fruit tree. And that's because they were older bare root trees that didn't put in a pot. But it didn't work out so good. But usually they're like $20, $25. So even if we only get half, we're not really losing on it, but it's a little disappointing. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good ones and 4 bad ones. So not the worst. Oh, maybe this is 5 bad ones. Well, no, I think this one's okay. This one's actually got fruit on it, I think. Those look like blossoms right there. Like it's trying to grow some fruit. This one did have flowers on it, but all the leaves are gone. I don't know if that's from the cold or if something's been eating on them. The deer might have been getting them. I don't know. I probably should have put cages around them. Probably need to come add cages around them, protect them from anything like deer. And then I'm gonna have to replant some of them. So the orchard hasn't been the most successful, but oh well, it is what it is. Well guys, I think I'm done for the day. I'm tired. Sun's gonna be going down here pretty quick. Feel like I got a lot done today. I also did a bunch of cleaning, but I didn't film that because, you know, watching people pressure wash seems pretty boring. A lot of the stuff we do is probably pretty boring, but some of you like it, so we'll keep filming it because this is just what we do, what we're doing. But pretty happy. Got a lot of stuff done. Tomatoes planted, raised bed built. So still got lots more stuff to do, like clean up all this and build a miniature barn / chicken coop and fix the deck and remodel the house and build a fence around the whole property. And so some of you know what it's like to just have constant ideas and constant projects, and before you finish one, you've come up with 3 more things. You're like, boy, that'd be fun to do. But just work through them one at a time. Try to keep priorities straight, do the things that are the most important, and keep on living life. So anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.